Alright, so I was testing out new software and it crashed on me. So here comes the recording number 2. And it's going to be against failjhm in the bottom left hand corner on Derelict Watcher versus his opponent KalmaH. So this is a bronze level game. So this is just to kind of see how, because I've been kind of doing small coaching to JHM, just going to get him boosted back up. That's a mistake right there. That should not have happened. There you go. So gateway on 12 or 13, either one. Preference is up to you. So his opponent went gateway forwards to protect himself. Kind of a weird thing to do. Taking gas, getting your zealot. You need to get your cybercore right now. You should probably always, depending on how you do this, you can either get both at the same time. Did you even scout his base? No, you're gonna be late scouting. You really, against in a PvP match, your best bet is to either scout after your gateway or after your pylon. So, but you did see you had 2 cannons, so that's just gonna be. It should tell you that something's going up. So you gotta get a quick robotics, or in hopes that he's not doing a DT rush, which is a good percentage of the time. Some people do, or he's not gonna rush oracles. So. And there's no way you can barge up the ramp and do like the attack patterns that I do, because of the fact that he's got cannon. So that's just gonna really hard. So he's got Stargate down. Warp gate is finished. Chuck down a few more units. That's good too. Let's see what is going on over here. Nothing much. He's got double gas. He's mining 14. You're doing good on your worker count. As we can see, oracles are on the way. We're just going to go to this. Yeah. So you're good on the harvesters, which is, should be pretty high with that. If anything else out of the Stargate, I would probably want to suggest Phoenix first. Just because A, it's a good scouting unit. B, if you are up against oracles, it's a pretty much an easy counter to oracles. So, and if we look at the kill count, only 4 probes were killed during that. So I don't think it was worth the loss of 1 oracle for 4 probes, because it didn't even out. So, and he built 2 oracles. Anyways, so as we see over here, again, Phoenix are really good against Void Rays. They're faster. They actually do damage while moving, so that makes no. Again, prismatic alignment only works. So. So we're gonna just kind of see what's going on. He's going to put a good deal on the defensive cannons. So we did that. Needs to be mining out of that other gas geyser. And if we look at the upgrades, you've got +1 attack on the air, which you're not building out of that anymore, so that kind of is pretty random that you're not doing that. Why waste the minerals and the gas when you're not going to do that? I'm not sure what the point of doing that was. You're better off doing that on an army than anything else, because that gives you all the time to figure out like how to counter that army. But he's had an observer kind of sitting there, so and as we can see, well, a few more production facilities going down, a couple more pylons, 2 gateways. You got charge on the way with thermal lance. Okay. You're floating pretty high on the minerals. You either need to take another base or warp in a bunch more units. So, I would say just warp in a bunch more zealots. Yeah, there you go. Just keep warping in zealots. If you're gonna get charged, might as well keep warping zealots. So as we can see that throughout this entire thing, that the army value has been pretty much almost well, now it's becoming even. Probably should not attack at this juncture, because now half your army's not attacking. Top of that, now you got, yeah, this is a pretty bad engagement for you. So, I mean, it's good that you're warping in the back. It's Colossus. Oh, you actually did hotkey your army. And then I died. So, you're moving out again. I think that might be a slight mistake. You always want to try to get more and more of an army for reinforcements. But your army is growing in size. Wow, you got the exact amount of stalkers for both of you. And see, during that attack, you could have taken at least 1 to 2 bases. And then while that's happening, you have those probes just keep mining from those bases. So you always want to be in a sense, you want to be a base up before each one's about to be mined out. So that way you always have a base to keep mining from. So so this way you can get kind of an idea of like expansion timings. Like when one base is about half mined out, you want to kind of get your next base, unless you know you're getting suckered into a weird aggression phase where it makes it really hard to do that. So say your opponent's doing a lot of pressure or you can't move out because of harassment, then it makes it pretty hard. But so far you're doing really good. And this, I mean, he had some money. He didn't take out, he didn't have 2 other gas geysers, which would have helped him out. The probes that are probably stashed here, all your 19 probes could be mining, could have been mining while this was being built. At least that way you could keep getting a bigger income. On top of that, if you took another base here, you can get some of your more probes even mining there. So, just small little tweaks here and there. And his enemy was defeated. So if you take a quick look at certain points, so the early part of this game where the probe swings up and down, then you swing it back up and down again, Shouldn't do that. Should wait until you have 100 minerals when this shows 9 to get a pylon. And then bring them back to mine. And then swing it up again between 12 and 13 at 150 to get a gateway. And then scout after the gateway. So that way you have an idea of what's going on. Because say your opponent did cannon rush you. If your opponent was going to cannon rush you. You would never have spotted this. Until cannons were at your door. So you kind of want to have an idea of that before that happens. And I'm not saying cannon rushing. And you'll probably see cannon rushes more in lower leagues just for that. Even just for fun, for guys that are trying to have fun. So just kind of keep an eye out for that, which is the only good counter is immortals to counter the cannons. So you want to make sure you always want to scout after either the pylon or the gateway, depending on the map. On a 4-player map, you want to scout after pylon. On this 2-player map, probably after gateway, because by then you'll probably see like if he's going to cheese you. Like you'll probably see a pylon stash somewhere around here or something like that. So that way you have an idea of what's going on. Pretty good stuff. Expansion timings need to be worked on. You're mining 2 off that gas. I was mining 2 off 1 of mine in 1 my game, so can't really knock you for that. This expansion need to be down a lot earlier, and you need to have all your probes mining from this base prior to the expansion going up. Since your opponents, since you have had your opponent pinned over here, having them safely mine back and forth is always good. Having 1 forward pylon somewhere to help reinforce your army would have been equally as good. So, and then having these tech structures hotkeyed would help you out, along with this being hotkeyed to your nexus, so that we can just tab over, see if it's done, and all that makes it a lot easier. So that pretty good show. So, and then I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye.